If you can't set a boundary in a relationship, you have a real problem. Healthy relationships, all kinds of relationships, certainly with our partners, but arguably with anybody in our lives, require us to have the ability to set a good boundary from time to time. And the thing about boundaries that most people don't talk about a lot is that when we struggle with them, we can struggle in one of two ways. The first is that we struggle to set them, right? A lot of people talk about that more, that it can be hard to assert ourselves, that we are afraid of conflict, that we avoid difficult things or our partner's anger. But some of us struggle with setting boundaries in that we set them so, bigly and largely and intensely that it's kind of heavy-handed and they lose their impact. And as is often the case, and you hear me say this in a lot of videos, the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle between not overstanding up for yourself, but not understanding up for yourself. And if there was a formula, I would say it has something to do with giving and asking for equal regard. Meaning, if you're interacting with somebody and there comes a moment when you're like, I think I need to set a boundary, what you're going to do is you're going to say something like, it seems like what you're trying to tell me is really important to you, and I care about it, and I want to hear you, and yet something about the way you're communicating it isn't working for me. That lets your partner know, I'm willing to hang in there and have this conversation with you, but only if the way it's being communicated changes. And it also gives them the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't say, hey, you're being a jerk, stop being a jerk. You just say, hey, I'm trying to listen to you. I care, but this isn't working for me. More on this in another video. Take good care.